Ian, always a pleasure to have you on camera, and here we are at the start of a new season. First pre-season friendly, sum it up for us.
Yep, really hard game, difficult conditions, pitch was really sticky, the heat as well. It was difficult enough watching the game, never mind playing in it, so the boys handled those aspects very well, and in the game done very well, scored some good goals, pressed the ball, excellent. I felt today we worked a wee bit on it in the last few days and tried to use that today in the game.
Both entertaining and effective. You've chosen your opposition well.
Yeah, I think it was important to get a game as early as we could, and Linlithgow were accommodating, and we obviously played here last season in the Scottish Cup, and it was a good game. We played in the right spirit, much like today's game as well. Also important that we got a game on grass as quick as we could also, so that was good, and it's been a positive day for us. We know it's a pre-season game, it's the first one, there's loads to build on, but overall you can only deal with what you've got in hand on this day, and we've done well.
The game itself had a really nice tempo to it. There's always, I guess, a kind of worry that sometimes these games can actually just become training matches, but there was something more on show today.
Yeah, it was. It didn't feel like a pre-season game at times. The tackles were flying in, and both teams were pressing the ball, and both teams were trying to score goals, trying to win the game. Linlithgow are a team that's used to winning games of football. They've shown that over the years. They get promoted this season as well, so they're looking to impress their manager and getting his plans, just like the players at Raith Rovers try to get my plans. And the boys put everything into it. They played at a high tempo throughout the match. A little bit of a dip towards the last 10-15 minutes, which is understandable, but we got out of the game what we wanted to do.
What pleases you most?
There's two things. The pressing of the ball I thought was excellent. We're trying to do it a little bit different and to get new players integrated into the way we try and work, so they've done very well, and getting Ross Matthews back on the pitch, which has been a long absence for Ross, and I thought when he came on at half time he was excellent as well.
Tell us a wee bit more about Ross. Us Rovers fans of a certain vintage, we know what he brings. We've seen it from Parkhead, around many grounds. He's tenacious, he's creative, he's an engine. What is it that you hope that he adds to the squad this season?
All those things, and I think all of that can overlook some of the passes he played today. Showed he's a very good football player. He can see a pass as well, and it'd be like a new player for myself in the squad to have, because he had a few cameo appearances last season, but nowhere near where the level Ross could get to, and he wants to play in the team. So it's brilliant to have a player of his calibre back. Not just his football ability, but his leadership within the dressing room and off the pitch has been valuable to me over the last year. That'll continue. So delighted for him to be back first and foremost, and delighted for the team.
Jamie Gullen gets a goal, in some respects it's a wee bit like having a new player there as well. Ethan Ross doesn't feature today, but these are guys who've been in the periphery of things that you're going to really get your value from, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's going to take a big team effort, big squad effort every season to get success. It's the only way it works. And when you look around today, the players that we didn't have available, you've still got Aidan Conley, Ethan Ross, Scott Brown, Big Kev's on holiday, Louis Vaughan didn't participate because he was a bit tight. So there's some top quality players that aren't playing today. The boys that did play have put pressure on them to get back in the team as quick as we can, and it is all about minutes in pre-season, but you've also got to show quality. The players done that today.
I was talking commentary how kind of casual we were in terms of the ball moving between our young squad that were out there. They don't look out of place in any way, do they?
No, they don't. Testament to their character and their belief in what they're doing. It's kind of a double-edged sword. If you can't do it, you won't play. So you have to go and show belief in yourself and show belief in your teammates and adapt to the way that we're trying to play, and they've done that. I've got no complaints at all with them. I felt Adam took the ball well. Aaron Arnott, when he came on, was looking for the ball, and I think the experienced players demand of them as well. It's really important that the experienced players do demand, because if you want to walk about the pitch like a mouse, it isn't going to work. You need to be told when you're doing things wrong. You need to be told if you're not showing for in the right way, and we've got players now in the squad that will do that.
I'm going to give you some breathing space by meaning that you don't have to be annoyed by me on Monday or Tuesday saying we're doing a pre-match. I'm going to ask you about Montrose just now. They're up next. Is it more of the same? Is it a different dynamic that you'll look to take to the game? Is it a different opposition? What are you looking for that's extra?
Yeah, it'll be a different game. I think the surface will make a big difference. I expect to go up there, and it's really good AstroTurf. It'll probably be wet as well, so the game might be a higher tempo again. We'll have a wee look at our players available. We'll look to try and get Keith involved from the start probably. Try and get Vonnie if he's not too tight. Hopefully have Dylan Corr back training Monday morning as well, and he'll participate. So there'll be a few changes. We have to try and get players up to game speed with the right amount of minutes, and there'll be a few guys rested.
Our community foundation is not part of a kind of academy structure. It's there for a different foundation, but with a really lovely dynamic to today's game. It's with young Jake's made his way from community foundation onto the pitch with his heroes here at Raith Rovers. Tell us about that decision and what's the thinking behind it?
Yeah, we were just a wee bit low in numbers today, and at that point Keith wasn't in the building yet either, so we were really low. We knew Vonnie was a bit tight as well. He's not trained the last couple of days. and it was put to me, bring the guy along and get him on the bench, and brilliant from him and his family to let him do that at such short notice, because there's other stuff going on. And I felt when he was here he has to go on the pitch because he's given up his afternoon to come and help us out, and he went on, done really, really well. Really delighted for him. It's something he can go and tell his friends about, and it also shows that there is some good young players out there, because when he came on, I think 100% pass ratio, I think.
Brilliant. That's hugely respectful. Thanks for that, Ian.
Well, thank you.